MSA Sports continues to get you ready for Championship Saturday. All 4 championship games exclusively here on the MSA Sports Network from Heinz Field right behind us, where it'll be very busy with the 4 championship games, including the nightcap, the Class AAA championship game, 8 o'clock kick, West Allegheny against Central Valley, a pair of Parkway Conference teams. That's nothing new. 8th consecutive season that a Parkway Conference team has made it to Heinz Field to play for a championship. 3rd time in that span that a pair of Parkway Conference teams are meeting head-on. I'm Don Rebel. This is Sam Hall. It's the 2nd time around for West Allegheny Central Valley to settle the score. West A winning the first go-around the regular season 13-7. Assuming they score. That's the thing that you've been harboring on all week.
I'm a big 0-0 guy for this game, no question about it. Perfect weather conditions for that football game during the middle of the regular season out in Imperial, PA. Perfect field conditions as well. And that ended up being a 13-7 win for West Allegheny. Central Valley only scores on a Ryan Robertson interception return for a touchdown. These two teams are fierce defensively. 61 total yards for Central Valley offensively in that football game. I think they'll be a little bit better here tonight because of the big change in quarterback. It actually happened in that game in Imperial. John George comes in and takes over for Nate Climo, and they have really gotten another dimension to their offense because of that. Obviously, they have the great players in Jordan Whitehead and Jaquan Pennington, but the dimension that George has added and really kind of the defense having to be aware of where he is has really opened up things for those other two guys.
Weather could play a factor as far as tomorrow, and the fact that this is the last of 4 games on what is already sort of a beaten-up surface. But I think it plays perfectly into what these two teams want to do because it's going to be grinded out anyway.
They are going to just try to grind it out. Look for the big play for Central Valley from Jordan Whitehead. He's going to try to get a punt return, kickoff return, maybe one of those inside jet sweep handoffs and just kind of beat everybody to the edge and turn on the Jets. And when he does that, it is something to see. But you look at that West Allegheny defense, Don, and just there are no superstars on that defense. Really, they're 2 good running backs, Torrey Delmonico and Chase Dillon, tremendous at the linebacker position for that West Allegheny defense, and they're never caught out of position. It's tough to get to the edge against against West A if you're Central, and that's why they won that game back in Week 5.
I think everybody feels outside of maybe a broken play, big play, leading to a big play, it's going to be so hard to drive the ball against either of these defenses. Thus, special teams, field advantage really coming into play.
Yeah, I think you got to be smart. You're not going to take any risk. You're not going to go for it on 4th and 1 at your own 35 at any point in this football game. Preston Johnson defensively for Central Valley has had a monster year. They have 25 interceptions and 22 sacks as a team on the season. To give you an idea how that Central defense is playing, top-ranked defense point-wise in AAA this season. As you take a look at this football game, though, keep in mind, junior quarterback Andrew Kester for West Allegheny. He's kind of been a game manager, if you will. Maybe a chance that he breaks out a little bit. He's thrown for 1,300 yards this year. This could be a big game for Andrew Kester.
As far as coaches go, Mark Lyons missed the first game. He was suspended for 2 games earlier this year, was not on the sidelines for the West Allegheny game. So, he's a little fired up to get his shot at Bob Pelko's squad. And Mr. Pelko trying to make history and become the first coach, unless George Novak beats him to the punch earlier in the day, to win 7 WPIAL football championships outright. West Allegheny Central Valley will be the capper. This man will have the call. One of 4 broadcasts we'll have on the MSA Sports Network. Central Valley and West Allegheny as we continue to prepare you for Championship Saturday here on the MSA Sports Network.